Did you buy it on Coke? Does they take some stuff? That money might be better spent.
We're having some technical difficulties at the start of the stream. You can hear the audio. Can you hear my audio? No. Sorry.
What that means is
You can hear, but it's low. I can't turn it up anymore. It's all the way up on my
check your engine light.
Let me try something.
So should you buy it on Coke? Does they take some stuff?
Testing. That should work. Ugh. Sneeze, now my nose is all runny. Let me know if that's working. It's actually showing it's working now. You can hear. Is it loud and clear though? It's good. We got you. Oh my goodness. I don't know what's going on. It's still not saying my mic is plugged in for whatever reason, but I think we're all right. All right, well, let me, that intro I started talking about at the very beginning, let's try it again. Like, share, and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content, first and foremost, if you're tuning in. Sorry for the interruption. We had a technical difficulty with the audio, but I think we're good to go now. Hopefully you guys are ready, and hopefully you didn't lose the highly anticipation that you may have had leading up to that technical difficulty, but we are live. Talladega Superspeedway, Alabama 500, as you see here, but it is not just any ordinary race. It is the Championship 4, and I just realized I got to get the image back up there on the upper right-hand side of the screen. So that way if we get anybody new watching coming into this, they know what's going on. 4 drivers racing for a championship. This is the final NASCAR Heat 5 stream ever on the channel. And you guys are here watching it live down in the chat. Even if you're not in the chat, welcome. The 4 is a little cut off, but you guys get the point up there. Those are the Championship 4 drivers on the upper right-hand corner of the screen. We'll quickly roll through the stats as I was trying to get into at the start of this. So, all right. Welcome, everybody, into this one. Dark Crypto, Jackson Thomas, Steve Roby, Ashton G, Oni, Jackson Thomas, Joshua Rumsey. Who else do we have here in the chat that was waiting? That might have been it. Ashton G. DB Forever 85 is in. Kyle Larson fans in. All right. I think that's everybody. All right. Don't want to keep you guys waiting too much longer. Sorry for that. But quickly, these are the 4 drivers racing for a championship tonight. Strictly, it's whoever finishes higher of these 4 drivers will win the championship. All driving for Toyota. 3 Joe Gibbs Racing Toyotas versus our channel Racing Toyota. We got NutriChomps back on the car again. This was the paint scheme that we had ran, or at least the sponsor that was on the car when we started the NASCAR Heat 5 career mode at Daytona, when we won the Daytona 500 in our series debut. So wanted to bring that good luck charm back, knowing that this is a super speedway. We may need to win this race to win the championship at the end of the day. So currently sitting with 22 wins, 27 top 5s, and 27 top 10 finishes is Keegan Schneider on the season. coming into this race here today. I don't have the average finish down. I had it up until a few races ago, and I think when we DNF'd at Bristol, I forgot to keep track of the average finish after that, so sorry for that. But anyway, that is our current statistics. Also 47 stage wins on the season, which is absolutely absurd. That is how we got to the Championship 4. And in the round of 8, qualified with a win in the opening race of the round at Gateway. Also qualifying with a win in the last round of the playoffs was Martin Truex Jr. Martin Truex Jr. only has 1 win on the season, 4 stage wins to go along with it, and his other season stats include 9 top 5s and 19 top 10s. So he's the only one of the 4 drivers that does not have double digits in the top 5s as we roll into this, but he does have a win this season. His came in the last round at Bristol. That was his first career win at the racetrack. Kyle Busch comes in, the second winningest driver in the NASCAR Cup Series as far as the drivers in the Championship 4 go. Kyle Busch has 2 wins, 14 top 5s, 23 top 10s this season. And Kyle Busch also has no stage wins, actually. So Kyle Busch didn't win a single stage this season, but he is in the Championship 4, and he has been getting stage points. He just hasn't been in the lead at the end of one of the stages so far. Denny Hamlin, probably the championship favorite outside of us all season long. He was second in the regular season point standings. He made it in on points as well as Kyle Busch. Denny Hamlin actually has more top 10 finishes than us. We have 27 top 10s in the 35 races ran so far. Denny Hamlin has 28 top 10s. To back that up, he's got 15 top 5 finishes. No wins to show for this season. Extremely consistent, but no wins. He does have 4 stage wins on the year, tied for the second most. And those are the statistics for this season for those 4 drivers on the top right corner of your screen that are racing for a championship. We'll see who is going to capitalize at the end of the 500 miles and 188 laps. But to make it to the finish, to have a chance at the championship, you have to survive a possible big one, or 2, or 3, depending on how many we get. Survive the carnage, be up front when it counts the most, and we'll see what's going to happen. Ty Dillon will be starting on the pole. Daniel Suarez will be starting at the rear of the field. And the green flag is about to drop in the final race ever on NASCAR Heat 5 on the channel. Green flag is in the air. Let's send it off in style with a championship. This paint scheme looks ugly now that I'm looking at it outside of the race car. It didn't look that ugly from the side in the paint booth, and now that it's like at the track, it's the ugliest thing I've ever seen. It's like a half Christmas tree. My goodness. Well, meanwhile, at the back of the field, Martin Truex Jr. and Keegan Schneider are there. And this is very interesting because obviously they're both in the Championship 4. With starting last without qualifying, I'm not even sure where Kyle Busch and Denny Hamlin started. Oh, contact with Bubba Wallace on the inside. Truex hanging at the back of the field right now. Big block by Chris Buescher on Chad Fincham. And back down to the double yellow line with Quinn Halpin line behind him. Martin Truex Jr. is about to lose this draft already. Ty Dillon leads lap 1, trying to get his first career win in the NASCAR Cup Series. That's one thing. These non-Championship 4 drivers, they're going to race hard. They're going to race these Championship 4 drivers just as hard as anybody else because it is an equal shot to win for a lot of these teams that likely haven't won this season. Hender's having a hard time trying to cling on to the back of the pack right now. There he goes. Now he's getting a really good run in the middle of turns 3 and 4. Into the back of Daniel Suarez there in the 96. Celebrating Christmas a little early. Yes, we are. Joshua Ruggs is going to watch on the big screen. Oh, sorry, that's Jackson Thomas is going to. I think you guys were predicting the big one when it's going to happen. Lap 65, lap 100, within 15 to go. We'll see when it's going to happen. Hopefully all the Championship 4 drivers can make it through. Schneider is struggling out of the gate right now, trying to get a draft off the cars in front of him. Quinn Halp going to give him a nice little push. I don't know what's going on with the race car. Been super solid, not only this season, but both seasons. On the career mode for the Cup Series side of things. Probably been the best super speedway racer since then. 2 wins in the Daytona 500. 2 for 2 there. Got a Daytona summer race win as well earlier this season. Well, I guess our summer race would have been in the playoffs this season, but still got the job done there. So 3 career wins at Daytona, and he does have 2 career wins at Talladega as well. Both of those coming this season. Schneider's aggressively pushing. That almost turned the 96 of Daniel Suarez. Martin Truex Jr. and it looks like Brad Keselowski at the back of the pack have already lost the pack. It's not a bad thing, though. We know we got 2 stages coming up here, and I think Martin Truex Jr. is playing it smart from the get-go right now, and he wants to stay out of carnage. One of the Championship 4 drivers leads this race, and that would be Kyle Busch in the 18. Busch, one of his 2 wins came this season at Daytona. We had 3 races there. Schneider won both the 4 races, but the 50% race, that was only 80 laps at Daytona, Kyle Busch got the victory there. So he's got a super speedway win to his credit this season. Schneider's got 3 super speedway wins to his credit this season of the 5 that we have ran so far. Denny Hamlin, of course, a really good super speedway racer, 3-time Daytona 500 winner, 2-time winner at Talladega as well. And just always finishes near the front. You don't have to win the race to win the championship. But you need to block at all costs when it comes the end of the race. Inside lane's really charging all of a sudden off the exit of turn 2. You can see Denny Hamlin stuck in that middle lane, 3 wide. Lap 500. You can vote as well, Keegan. I hope the big one doesn't come out at all. I'm going to make sure I'm not going to be the one to cause it, because I don't want to be involved in it. I need to be super smart. Busch has been leading for a little while. The only thing Truex has to worry about is if he goes a lap down, but even if he does, he can get the free pass. Hamlin Schneider side by side for second place. Schneider's all clear. We'll see if Hamlin hops to the bottom behind the 99. He had a chance to, just never did. Decided to stay in the middle lane instead. Schneider will crack the top 10 for the first time today. Kyle Busch just lost the race lead in the middle of turns 3 and 4 as well. Ryan Blaney now leads the field.
Keep hitting your mark. You'll keep getting better. Still there?
Kyle Busch still losing ground on the outside. Schneider gets to the inside of the pole sitter, Ty Dillon. Big side draft down the back straightaway as well. And now he's underneath Kyle Busch, and he's looking for the championship lead for the first time in this race as Busch is trying to get to the bottom. Schneider's clear, and Busch does pull to the bottom in line behind the 99. So Schneider in 8th place is the highest running Championship 4 driver, with Kyle Busch right behind him in 9th. Denny Hamlin only about 4 spots back behind these guys, and Truex, who lost the draft at the beginning of the race, is running dead last. But he's out of harm's way if we get an accident. Probably the most tame Talladega race I think we've had, at least for the start of the 3 now so far this season, as we're 9 laps in. Hopefully didn't jinx anything there, but massive run coming by Schneider on the high side. Going to go 3 wide on Kurt Busch, and Eric Jones still takes it 3 wide to the top now on Michael McDowell, but Schneider doesn't have any help whatsoever. Here comes Bowman now to try and help him. It's a little too late, though. He already lost a lot of steam. Josh Bilicki trying to go for his 2nd win of the season. Side by side with Blaney for the lead. Man, McDowell almost pulled a big block on the 99 again. Schneider trying to get a 3rd lane started on the high side. Nobody going with him. We'll hop back down to the bottom where Kyle Busch is going to be at right behind him. outlier of those 3 championship drivers is Eric Jones. He's the only non-Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota in the championship 4. Will he try to help one of his teammates if it comes to the end of the race and he is in that contention to try and help him win the championship today? I'm sure he would probably end up doing it. That's where Schneider could get hung out to dry. Schneider doesn't have any teammates to work with. He tries to block Michael McDowell. Kyle Busch has worked himself back to the inside of the 34 car as he looks for the pit spot, almost making contact with the 34. That was really close. Top 4 kind of stringing apart. Licky going up high. Schneider trying to get a draft off the 7. Kurt Busch may get to the inside of Licky into 3. Yes, he does. 20 car giving him a pretty good shot. No, it was Bobby Allison who wrecked at Daytona, not Davey Allison. If you're talking about the one in 87 where he flipped into the catch fence after blowing a rear tire. Yeah, that was Bobby Allison. Man, Jones almost blocked Schneider. He tried to. Schneider the outside. 2nd place. Licky's not locking bumpers, though, with the 99. Now he will, but they're already losing a little bit of ground. Kyle Busch on the high side with no help right now as well. Denny Hamlin still caught back in the middle of the pack, but he is closed on Busch. And Eric Jones will get to the inside of Kurt Busch in the middle of the tri-oval for the race lead. Schneider now hops to the middle lane between Custer and Dillon. Clears Custer down to the bottom. Follows Eric Jones as he'll push him by Kurt Busch for the lead. And that's another outlier. Kurt Busch may help his brother try to win the championship today, too. All sorts of alliances could end up happening. Schneider gets a good shot on the outside from Busch. Hops to the bottom now in front of the 41 of Custer on the inside. He tries to get a run on Eric Jones. Michael Turner, welcome to the stream. Jones going to go high. Schneider get underneath him into the tri-oval. It's really, really close. I just can't tell if he's there or not. Custer is coming. He's going to give Schneider a push. And this may help the 99 clear and take the lead. And for the first time in our Championship 4 race at Talladega, Schneider leads at lap 14. We'll see if he can lead his first lap of the race all the way back to the start-finish line as Custer will now back off to try and get a run of his own. Former Daytona 500 champion Michael McDowell loves the machine right behind him. Eric Jones, Kurt Busch on the high side. This was lap 188. This would be the spot Schneider would want to be in to try and win the championship. If you remember back to our Championship Mode Xfinity Series season where we ran the Championship 4 at Talladega, that was kind of our test to see if a race like this would work, and boy was it dramatic. We had 3 of the 4 Championship 4 drivers battling for the lead in the final 5 laps. I mean, it was just crazy. We were 3 wide for the lead at one point, too. Anything really could have happened. Look at the run Kurt Busch gets on the high side with a push from Ty Dillon. Schneider goes up there and stalls the run out. Now Busch leads the 13, and the 13 may get hung out to dry. He's got Balicki behind him. It's a great move by the 99. Hold up in plenty of time to make the block as he holds on to the lead still off of turn 4. Practicing for the end of the race, perhaps. Look at Christopher Bell in the mix again. They're 4 wide out of the exit of the tri-oval into turn 1. Kurt Busch is almost in the wall with Cole Custer underneath him. And Kurt Busch is losing some ground in that 4th lane. And they're still 4 wide as Kurt continues to drop backwards. The pack kind of getting broken up. Even Custer started losing a little bit of ground. And look at Denny Hamlin who makes it through the mess. Hamlin makes it through the mess. He's trying to go for the lead. Here comes Alfredo. Big block that stacks up the inside into turn 3. Everybody will have to make a pit stop at some point in each and every one of these 3 stages tonight. First time since the championship race was at Atlanta that it will be a 500-mile race that will decide the championship. In quite some time, Hamlin going up the middle with help from affiliated teammate Christopher Bell. And Hamlin's trying to take his first lead. We've already seen 2 of the 4 championship Ford drivers lead. Busch led a handful of laps early. Schneider leads now. And Hamlin is challenging as well in the top 5. How about John Hunter Nemechek up here? Both the front row cars looking good. And they've looked good on the super speedways most of the season. Here comes Hamlin. Schneider may have just shuffled the 11 out of line. Bell left him. Now he moves up in front of the 11. They're 4 wide out of the exit of the tri-oval again. Schneider doesn't know which lane to go to. And they're 4 wide for second place still. Hamlin lost a lot of ground. He is disconnected from the 95 of Bell. Oh, may have made some contact down the back straightaway between Ty Dillon and Christopher Bell. That's the second time we've seen 4 wide out of the exit of the tri-oval into 1 and 2. Kurt Busch got shuffled wide. That time it was Bell. Hamlin did initially. He fell back in the pack. I think he's still in the top 10 in that second or third lane up there, but his chance of trying to get to the lead over, at least for now. There he is. Hamlin's not that far back. He is hanging in there. And he still doesn't have a lot of help. That just goes to show he's got a fast car. And he knows what he's doing on these super speedways. Alex Bowman in the third lane. Cole Custer trying to side draft him, slowing Bowman down. Hamlin drops back in line now behind Custer, hanging out the 88 of Bowman. It wasn't that nuts at the very beginning, but it's getting nuts now. Schneider moved up to stall the run that the 41 and the 11 had. Schneider well aware that Hamlin is pushing the 41 of Custer. Custer with another big run. Schneider could not block it that time, so he'll cut back down to the bottom. Custer's going for the lead. Hamlin to the outside for the championship lead. To be for second place, McDowell does not go with his teammate of Anthony Alfredo. Goes to the middle lane to help Schneider instead. Schneider gets pushed right back by the 11 of Hamlin. And he's going to have a shot at Custer off turn 2 again. Down the back straightaways, he side drafts the 41 car, trying to pull him back, and does. Now trying to get away from him down the back straightaway as well. McDowell going to continue to push. Packers defense about to feast on Fields. Yeah, that offensive line for the Bears has looked pretty bad this season. I've seen a couple of their games. The Packers are only favored by like 3.5 points, though. I'm shocked. I mean, our defense isn't great, though, either, I guess. And it is a road game against a rival, but I feel like they can cover the spread. I don't think the Bears, outside their defense is solid, obviously, but I feel like Aaron Rodgers always tortures the Bears, too. Pretty much any team in that division he torches. Michael McDowell trying to control the lanes behind Schneider, and now the teammate of McDowell's on the high side as they go 4 wide in the tri-oval again back there for about 4th place. Denny Hamlin is in the middle of it. That is probably not where he wants to be right now. Still caution-free at Talladega to this point. Will it stay that way? Schneider's car gets super tight up the track, and here come the front row cars underneath him. Denny Hamlin to the high side. Oh, he got shuffled out of line somehow. Custer didn't follow with him. Schneider down to push Anthony Alfredo, and both the front row cars trying to control both lanes. Schneider hops to the middle, hanging out. Nemechek, sorry, not Alfredo. It'll be Alfredo next time we see the 38 car in a newer NASCAR game. McDowell trying to block Austin Dillon. Schneider pushes Austin Dillon. Dillon will stay high with the 99. They're still 4 wide back there. 38 car trying to stay out of everybody's way. And Schneider's sandwiched between the RCR cars. Jones has a run. He'll go to the inside of Michael McDowell. Schneider's got an even bigger run down the back straightaway. He takes it 3 wide for the race lead. Schneider on the attack here early on. And to side draft the 20. And Jones in the middle of the corner. Doing what he can. So close to making contact. Beautiful way to side draft. Trying to talk all at once. Oh man, McDowell almost got clipped by Balicki. Big run to the bottom. Schneider blocks Reddick. And he's back out in front for the second different time already in stage 1. Almost halfway through the opening stage. Big. Quite a few cautions in the first 2 races at Daytona this season. Kind of shocking it's caution free already in the early going of this one. There's a lot of cars at the back of the pack too that are just kind of waiting back there. And again, we know Truex is one of them. Blaney takes it 4 wide in the tri-oval. What a run he got. Schneider's trying to hold all 4 lanes at once back. I don't think it's going to work out for him too well. And he almost clipped himself in front of the 8 of Reddick. Not fully clear. Reddick gave him a shot getting into turn 1, and Schneider almost wrecked the entire field. That was the big moment of the race so far. And somehow he holds on to the lead. That's about as best as you can block 4 lanes at once at Talladega. He gets by unscathed. He's got a little bit of damage to the back bumper of the race car after that shot from Reddick. It may loosen it up a little bit, but we'll repair it when he has to put tires back on. It definitely got light in the tri-oval that time. And here comes William Byron being pushed by Denny Hamlin. Contact with the 24 of Byron. Oh my goodness, Harvick to the outside, 3 wide. As Schneider's still in the lead off turn 2, and now they stacked up further back and we have a caution. Caution back in the pack, and I think Denny Hamlin might have brought the yellow out. Major championship implications. I believe Denny Hamlin has just crashed. Trying to look out of the rear view on the replay. Hamlin is not pitting. I think Hamlin hit the wall in turns 1 and 2. Schneider's going to pit for fuel and tires here. But Hamlin is not pitting, so we'll see. We might have just seen one of the 4 knocked out. Nope, Hamlin did stay out. Hamlin is still in the race. Okay, so my bad on that one. We got 3 cars that stayed out of the pits. Hamlin stays out. Interesting call there, but I believe everybody that pitted can make it to the end of the stage. So Hamlin just trying to get the track position ahead of the 99 now as the green flag drops once again. Schneider probably not sure exactly what lane he is going to go to. He's trapped behind the 34 of McDowell right now. He's going to try to go up the middle, 3 wide. That might not have been a wise move because that just stalled the outside. Look at the run on the bottom. Schneider still sandwiched 3 wide between McDowell, Harvick. Priest may get underneath Hamlin. Blaney just gave Schneider a big-time push. Schneider clears the 34 of McDowell. And Denny Hamlin leads for the first time today. He may lose the bottom. Oh, big block by Hamlin in the tri-oval. Schneider to the high side. Harvick goes with him. Well, the 2 guys we expected to be threats for the win today, regardless if they were going to be in the championship 4 or not, are running 1-2. Hamlin on older tires. You hate NASCAR, your mom's a hoe. Welcome to the stream. I think he had that username last night, too. Hamlin and Schneider to the high side. Schneider fakes the 11 out. Gets underneath him. Look at Hamlin coming down the track, trying to side draft the 99. Schneider trying to get away from him. Side by side for the race lead and the championship lead. Pretty calm the first 9-10 laps or so. That was about it. Halfway through stage 1. Nobody can get the edge right now between the 99 and the 11. Priest is connected with the back of the 99. Hamlin not being connected by the car behind him. Schneider's clear off turn 2. Really, since Hamlin got in the top 5, he hasn't really fallen outside of the top 10. I'd say the same for Schneider as well. Knowing Hamlin still has to pit, that's a very interesting strategy for him. Maybe not trusting the picture, I'm not sure exactly what the case is with all that. Big run by the 11. Schneider saw it and blocked. Final race of the season, final race of the career, and the final race on NASCAR Heat 5 with the championship on the line. You can tell early on how badly Schneider wants to win this thing. He doesn't want to just win, he wants to dominate. Ryan Newman going to look to take it 3 wide on the high side right now. Chad Fincham behind him. Remember, Fincham won the Geico 500 at Talladega, the spring race here last season. Maybe not a bad car to have push him. Now Hamlin blocks Newman on the high side near the wall down the back straightaway. And Josh Bilicki's got a major run up the middle right now. Schneider goes high to try and block the 11. And here comes Priest to the inside. And Hamlin's going to push Schneider now. David Reagan, another front row car. Towards the front of the field. 4 wide again. I mean, we've seen it, what, 3 or 4 times already. And I don't think we're done seeing it. Two of the Championship 4 drivers in a little bit of a peculiar situation. 3 wide up high. Middle of the pack here. Just gotta hold your lane. Now getting shuffled back. Chase Elliott trying to lead the second lane. Schneider with a really big run. Pulls down in front of Kurt Busch. I just realized Martin Truex Jr. is in the top 5. He is leading the championship race right now. Currently in 4th. That was after dropping to the back early on. Off the restart, he charged to the front of the field. It's already up to 5th. Okay, we're clear. Barely. Barely clear on Chase Elliott. They're trying to get to Truex. Pretty good run off the back of the 37 of Priest. 38 of John Hunter Nemechek in line behind the 19. Schneider going to go up the middle. Truex sees that. He's going to hop in front of the 99. Schneider back to the bottom in front of Timmy Hill. Truex may get shuffled out of line here. Oh, Nemechek just about squeezed the Championship 4 drivers together. And there goes Schneider breaking through the pack to second place behind David Reagan. And again to the championship lead. Timmy Hill to third. Remember, he won an Xfinity Series race at Talladega on the career mode our first season here. David Reagan definitely showing himself as a really good lead car. The top two have kind of broken away from the pack. Hamlin and Truex are right there. Hamlin he just does not go away. He's going to be up here all night long. He has not won a race this season, but he may exploit the system and win the championship. And he doesn't even have to win this race either. This is probably the most likely of any racetrack on the circuit that we could see the champion not come from winning this race. Schneider set up to pass David Reagan. He did get around him there. Now Timmy Hill's going to back off and try to get a run. Truex still on the high side right now. At the end of the day, the Joe Gibbs Racing Toyotas want to find one of those three cars in victory lane, at least with the championship crown at the end of the day. And if they're in a position where they don't think that they can win it in any sort of way, depending on how the strategy might play out to the end, see how that's going to work out. Oh, wow. Reagan was helping his teammate there for a little bit. John under Nemechek, then he kind of, I don't know if Nemechek went wide and Reagan didn't go with him, or Reagan just kind of hung him out on his own and went to the middle. Speaking of the middle, here comes Truex, and now Truex and Hamlin have linked up. So they are working together here late in stage one. Big butt draft coming from the 11 to the back of the 19. Sorry, the 13 to the back of the 19. Hamlin is in line behind the 19 car. And Schneider sways back and forth. Hamlin now jumps to the high side, trying to get the third lane going again. Not sure where Kyle Busch is at, but this is just insane. Hamlin lost a lot of ground. Remember, Hamlin's going to have to pit here real soon, too. There were 3 drivers that stayed out of the pits during that first and only caution, and Hamlin was one of them. That could be problems. So he could be in danger of going a lap down. And he's on the high side right now. He's going to have to get to the bottom one way or another, or hope for a caution. Here comes a run by Martin Truex Jr. Schneider moves up. He saw it. Bubba Wallace to the middle. Trying to win his first career race on the career mode. At the same track he got his actual first career win here about a week and a half ago in real life. Hill still riding in the top 3. Truex still trying to keep his momentum up. Nobody pit that time by. Ty Dillon and Poulsen are right in line behind Truex. They are fanning out 4 wide for second place into turns 1 and 2. They are 4 wide for second. Here comes Bubba Wallace. Big block by the 99. He made it, but here comes the 38 with the 96 on the bottom. Wallace coming in again as Schneider makes sure he stays in front of him. No clue where Truex fell to. Big Denny Hamlin down in the chat. Welcome to the stream. And we got a caution, and that's going to save those 3 drivers that haven't pit yet. Ryan Preece, Denny Hamlin, and Quinn Houff will all pit right now. Michael McDowell as well. Means he's at the rear of the field. Wow, Hamlin fell back to 37th. But caution's out for the second time today. Second caution of the race. Like, share, subscribe for more daily NASCAR content on the channel. A wild finale at Talladega to decide the championship. going to become a regular occurrence on custom schedules going forward, I will tell you that much. It has been a thriller so far. We have seen 3 of the 4 championship Ford drivers lead. The only one who hasn't led yet is Truex, and he has been very close to leading here in the last few laps. Look at Schneider get a great jump on the inside lane in the restart. He'll take it 3 wide as they make it into turn 1, and he's going to clear up on the 38 and the 96. Timmy Hill following him in that 66 car down to the inside. All right, fanning out further back as well. Jimmy Johnson to third. This is the final career start for Jimmy Johnson. And Clint Boyer and Matt Kenseth. The final time we'll see all 3 of those drivers in a new NASCAR game. Not racing for a championship, but they are racing to win in their final career race. Only a driver's dream. Go out on top. Truex has followed his way back to the bottom, and he's in 5th place after the restart. David Reagan really side-drafted Jimmy Johnson there. Truex into the middle lane. Got 15 laps to go in stage 1. 2 cautions in the race. Hamlin restarting at the back after pitting there, but at least he got the caution. Took the track position early on, but now he's back in traffic, and that is not where you want to be with the way the field is fanning out. We said it at Daytona, and we got cautions later in the stages at Daytona. In fact, the big one struck at the end of stage 2. In our Daytona playoff race at the end of the round of 12. And there goes Truex to the lead for the first time today with Tyler Reddick. Johnson going to try to push Schneider. Schneider got a little low off the exit of turn 2. He's able to block the 48, but not the 19 car. And if Truex leads back to the start-finish line, when Schneider quickly gets back to 2nd place, he'll try to challenge the 19 for the lead. But if Truex can lead at the start-finish line, then all 4 Championship 4 drivers will have led a lap in stage 1. And Truex leads with 13 laps to go in the opening stage. Welcome back, Steve Roby. Man, Bubba Wallace pushing Schneider. Schneider was getting crazy loose. Mark Truex Jr. has never won on a super speedway, and he's the only one of the 3 Championship 4 drivers who not only haven't won on a super speedway, but haven't won at Talladega either. The other 3 have at least had 2 career wins each at this racetrack. Schneider had a massive push coming from Tyler Reddick and Ty Dillon on the bottom, and Truex didn't have a lot of help from Bubba Wallace. Now he does. Wallace trying to give him a shot. Truex was able to lead for a couple laps there. Now, again, every Championship 4 driver has led multiple laps in stage 1. Again, it is competitive. Schneider has led the most so far. Reddick and Dillon going to try to move up a lane. Truex still getting pushed by Bubba Wallace. Schneider's trying to block as much as he can, and here comes the 19. No chance he was going to be able to hold up the 43. Pushing the 19 car there. Look at the big run on the high side coming from William Byron as well. Wallace lets go of the draft now, the 19. Schneider side drafts him. Tyler Reddick to the middle. They're 4 wide for 2nd place into turn 1. Well, they made it through 4 wide as Bubba Wallace continues to fall back. Still 3 wide. Logano now in the mix. And we got another caution back in the pack. So after going caution-free for about the first 28 laps, we have now had 3 cautions from lap 28 to now. And we're not even to the end of stage 1. Truex was in the lead by about a half a car length on Ty Dillon when the caution waved. Let's see. Kyle Busch is 30th. Denny Hamlin sitting at the back, 39th still. Playing it safe for those two drivers, it looks like. No stage points for the final four participants. Yep, that is true. Very true. Well, unfortunately, there's no custom schedule in the next NASCAR game, so the custom schedules that we'll have to run will be with the classic games until we get another feature with that with a newer game. Green flag back in the air, just like on the last restart where Schneider restarted third. He's going to get to the lead into turns 1 and 2, going 3 wide to the bottom. .51 combined stage wins between the guys running first and second right now. Most of those obviously by me, but Truex playing a part as well. We'll have 7 laps to go in stage 1 this time by. Truex trying to cross over left and right. Schneider continues to block back and forth in an accordion line into the tri-oval as Ryan Preece now stays to the high side. Preece has been on the charge. He pitted under that second to last caution. I don't think anybody pitted during that yellow. Spacing out towards the back. I know how crazy it can get to the end of the stage. All the non-championship Ford drivers still racing for stage points to try and get every spot that they can to the end of the season. With this being the final race, even more so. If they're in a close battle. Really anybody where they could gain a spot or multiple spots. Well, Schneider got tight. That's the second time he did that. That time he got back to the bottom, though. That time he was able to get back to the bottom after getting tight. First time that happened, that wasn't the case. Here comes Truex with a massive push to the bottom. Stacking up the inside lane. Truex, I believe, got out of the gas and let the 99 in. You saw him coming down. Close, but a good block nonetheless. Truex coming high now. Got Custer pushing him back to the bottom. Now Byron's in line behind the 19 car. 5 laps to go in stage 1 at Talladega. .38, 37 up high. Schneider pulls up in front of the 38 as well. It's about the second or third time he has gotten a massive shot after moving up in front of somebody or down in front of somebody. Rear bumper's getting worn out. It's only stage 1. Here they come again into the tri-oval. Byron hops into another lane. Trying to make it 4 wide. This is insane. What a start to this race. Car's almost moving back and forth too easy with the rear bumper damage. Schneider definitely going to have to repair it. Oh my goodness. As he continues to hold on and things ramp up as they're 4x4 coming off of turn 4 at Talladega. And when they come back to the line, we'll have 3 laps to go in stage 1. And this is nuts. Here comes Logano with a push from Ryan Preece. Up high as well comes Custer. Schneider stays in front of Truex. Joey Logano to the lead in turns 1 and 2. Schneider going to clear Brees for second. Big time block on him. Truex back to the bottom trying to get a run. Schneider trying to hold every lane back. Logano swaying back and forth trying to break a draft as well. Truex to the back bumper of the 99. He's going to try to push him for now. Oh, and he knocked him out of the way. They got him loose. Schneider stayed in the gas. He drove out of it. 2 to go in the stage as he pulls low to try and get past the leader, Logano. Now trying to break away from him in the draft. Schneider is clear in the middle of 1 and 2. What strength out of this 99 car. And Hamlin, who restarted at the back with 8 to go in the stage, is inside the top 10, and he's 4th in line on the inside. And they're 4 wide again into 3 and 4. Will they make it back to the green-white checkered flag? 3 of the championship 4 in the top 5 on the final lap of stage 1 when they get back to the start-finish line this time. All 3 of them on the bottom right now. Still unaware exactly where Kyle Busch is. Truex gonna pull high. Hamlin out of the back of the 19. Hamlin is just creeping forward. Who will win stage 1? 24's got a push from the 66 of Timmy Hill. Schneider sees it, he blocks it. Hamlin's going to take it 3 wide. He hangs out his teammate Truex. Truex into the sucker hole in the middle, and Hamlin's to second place. Truex trying to side draft. Off of turn 4. Bubba Wallace pushing the 19. Wallace has been a great push car so far. Schneider blocks 2 of his championship 4 competitors to the line. 1, 2, 3 at the end of stage 1 for 3 of the 4 championship 4. Schneider wins the opening stage at Talladega. Blocking for his life to do it. 48th stage win of the season. Man, that is just insane. I swear, we get into the Championship 4 just like the Xfinity race at Talladega when we did it with the Championship mode for the Xfinity Series. Somehow, all the Championship 4 drivers gravitate towards the front of the field when it matters the most. And there you see 1, 2, 3 of the 4 running 1 through 3rd, and then Kyle Busch back in 24th right now. Just an insane ending. Everybody's going to pit during the stage break, so we do have 6 sets of tires left. Anybody wondering right now, pitting twice so far in the race. Green flag back in the air. Truex lost a couple spots on pit road. It'll be the 99 and the 11 on the front row for the restart. Hamlin came from 39th on the restart to 2nd in 8 laps. That's how good of a car Denny Hamlin has, and that's why he has been at the front for most of the field. Lost a lot of ground, though, on the outside. The high side just did not stay coordinated on the restart. Truex pulls to the top now, trying to get past Bubba Wallace for 2nd place. Hops back in line on the bottom. Thought about it. Almost turned himself off the front bumper of the 66 of Timmy Hill. See Hamlin back there on the high side right behind Harvick. They get up to speed. Wallace with a big block on Truex to the top. Wallace wanted to get back down to the bottom, but Harvick beat him to it. The 11 is pushing the 43, and Truex is going backwards. Chase Elliott almost in the wall right behind Truex. A dream start to this Talladega race so far. 4 cautions if you include the stage break. No big ones to show for up to this point. The crazy racing that we saw, we'll continue to see. Like that block right there off turn 4. Logano coming in hot. Hangs out the 11 of Hamlin. Hamlin slides in line behind him. Schneider just followed the 4 out of his mirror up the track. Schneider feels more comfortable and feels more in control with the clean air, out in front of the pack, trying to control all the lanes possible. That's why he has led the most laps up to this point and won stage 1. But if you're too aggressive, obviously you put yourself at risk of wrecking out. That is not what you need in this championship race. Schneider gets tight in the middle of the corner again, and he's going to get shuffled 3 wide to the top. And nobody's coming to help him until Logano picks him up in the draft. And Truex to the bottom of the racetrack trying to go for the championship lead again. And he hops in front of the 99. He's trying to block. Schneider to push Harvick. Schneider side drafts the 19. He's going to end up 3 wide middle with Suarez pushing him. Oh, let's get dicey. That is not a very big gap between race cars. Schneider fights into the middle lane. Clears the 43 of Wallace up high. Chase Elliott backing up a little bit. Side drafts now the 41 of Custom pulling him back. We got 3 cars coordinated now on the high side, all pushing each other at once. It can get risky. They're trying to block Custer. Schneider in the middle. Wow, Custer got really loose when the 99 pulled off of him there. And Chase Elliott trying to go for the lead. So is Truex. Schneider back to the bottom. What a move. To go 3 wide for second. Take back the championship lead away from Truex. Timmy Hill leading the race here early in stage 2. Schneider down to the inside as he beats Timmy Hill to that double yellow line into turn 3. He'll get a side draft just enough though. Schneider doesn't pull clear. Here's Joey Gase. Push the 99. Here comes Keselowski down to the bottom. Gase got hung out. They're 4 wide again. Just how quickly things get scrambled like that. We're going to alternate through the different camera angles for the first time of the race today when we get back to the start-finish line right here. This is going to be a wild look in the championship race for about the next dozen laps. Schneider tries to hold on to the race lead and the championship lead at the front of the field. All 4 Championship 4 drivers, though, look very strong. Fanning out to 3 wide again. Keselowski's got the 19 of Truex behind him, but they're not quite fully coordinated, and that third lane's going backwards with the 2 car in front of that line. LaJoie and Wallace are side drafting each other enough, though. They're going to get another run down the back straightaway. It looks like the 2 and the 19 are coming. I think right now I'm going to go with Kyle Larson. He's the champion for the Cup Series. Xfinity Series, I'm going to lean on Austin Cindric. The Truck Series, I'm going to go with Sheldon Creed right now. Getting pushed by Wallace, side drafts the 8 of Tyler Reddick. Schneider pushed to the lead. Truex starting to slowly fade back. He's still in the top 10. Wallace backing up to get a run now of his own. I don't think Bubba's led yet, but he's kind of been up towards the front for quite some time now. Just hasn't quite been able to get in front of the 99, or really whoever's leading at the time of him. Up towards the front. It does seem like it is the 99 car who's leading whenever Wallace does get a challenge for the leader. Reddick and Keselowski working together. Saw how intense it got at the end of stage 1. And it's going to be like that at the end of stage 2 again. And it will likely, most certainly be like that with the championship on the line in the closing laps. It's just a matter of, will all those championship 4 drivers be under a blanket like they were at the end of stage 1? Keselowski, sorry, that's Ryan Newman to the middle. So the white car, I thought it was a discount tire. White car, not the guaranteed rate. Ryan Newman forward. Alex Bowman down to the inside of the 43 of Bubba Wallace. Side by side for second place. Schneider trying to block. So he continues to hold on to the lead. Newman to the middle, 3 by 3, just like that. From second on back. Saw Keselowski up here a little bit ago. Logano was up here towards the end of stage 1. Now Blaney towards the front. So, oh wow, look at Truex out of nowhere taking it 4 wide to the inside. So Truex going 4 wide to the bottom. I didn't even realize he was back up in the running again, and there he is. 1-2 for the championship 4 drivers again. Not sure where he came from, but he got up there somehow. Go with Larson, Allmendinger, and Creed. I just don't trust Allmendinger at Phoenix. And Austin Cindric won that race last year. Allgaier's really good at Phoenix, too. Just don't trust that track for AJ. He didn't run well there earlier this season, if I remember right, too. I mean, like, he ran top 10, but it was a little concerning. He was like 7th through 9th most of the race. That's likely not going to win the championship. And then I went with Creed, kind of the same thing. Only Nemechek, we haven't seen what he can do in a truck at Phoenix yet. Creed, we know, I mean, he won the championship last year too. And won the race, I believe. Eric Almirola up high. He's been trying to challenge for the lead. First time we've seen him up here. Denny Hamlin is in the running again. He is actually the one pushing the 19 of Truex on the bottom, so I had no clue Hamlin had even gotten up here as well. Just like we saw at the end of stage number 1 with Schneider, Truex, and Hamlin all battling under a blanket for the lead, you're seeing it again here. Those are the first 3 cars on the bottom lane in turns 1 and 2. Jimmy Johnson up the middle now. Splitting up the 16 and the 19. Logano gave Johnson a really big push. Timmy Hill's been up towards the front a lot in this race, too. Schneider's led every lap of alternating through the different camera angles so far. And at least 1 or 2 laps before that as well. Big block, and we got a caution back in the pack. 5th caution of the day, not even to 100 laps to go. That is plaguing the race pace in the early going. 11 likes on the stream so far, so thanks for everybody smashing that like button. Make sure you do so if you haven't already. Schneider is going to... Chris Buescher is the only driver out of the race here. It's going to be close to the end of the stage on fuel. Schneider's just going to stay out, keep the track position with everybody else that's up here. Especially knowing that Truex and Hamlin are in the top 5. Kyle Busch has worked his way up to 14th, so all 4 of the championship drivers in the top 14 here at Talladega. And they will all remain in the race for right now. Green flag back in the air. We got a good launch on the 66 of Timmy Hill. Truex getting a nice push on the bottom there with Joey Logano. Schneider's getting quite a ways out ahead. He's got about 2 car lengths on Truex off turn 2. Truex is getting a really good push from Logano. But yeah, I definitely plan on putting Talladega as the championship race for a lot. Maybe a lot of custom schedules going forward. I mean, we are... this race hasn't gotten to the end yet, but so far it's looking like I'm 2 for 2 with this as far as the entertainment factor of it. And I'm sure if we do this enough that that's not going to be the case every time, but I mean, when you're striking gold 2 for 2 with this, if it ain't broke, go fix it. Black Ace, welcome to the stream. Is the controller up to par? Yes, the controller is charged. I don't think it's not charged. Don't scare me like that. Let me pause it real quick. Yeah, we're good. Scare me, Ace. That's the last thing we need. Brian Zantop, welcome to the stream. Gotta get a Detroit Lions jersey. No! I do plan on going to see a Lions game this year. Against the Packers, but... We go into the Week 18 game in Detroit. Might be my final time to see Rodgers play in person. Never know. So I hope it isn't, but definitely want to make sure I go, especially late in the season like that. Be a lot on the line for Green Bay. Not so much for Detroit. Well, I mean, Detroit might be trying to lose for their first overall draft pick. Mark Truex Jr. on the high side, 3 wide. And he's going to be going for the race lead here if he can get the run. And Joey Logano behind him again. Somehow those two find each other 1-2. At least he had 4 defeats. That is true. They're undefeated right now. I can't believe it. Never would have thought that would be the case halfway through a season under the Harbaugh era. But I mean, maybe as soon as he became coach, I probably would have thought that could have been realistic. I didn't think 6 years in that would be the case, but here we are. The big block by Schneider that stalled out the run Truex had. Truex is in the middle back there, and he's back to about 5th or 6th place. Hey, Clint Houff making moves. The big run on a push from Ryan Newman. I don't know how many laps led consecutively I've had, but it was through all dozen laps, alternating through the different camera angles. 3 caution laps. At least a couple laps before we started alternating. We haven't been alternating through the different camera angles for a few laps after the fact. That is tough to do. Tough to do on the hardest difficulty in this game at Talladega. Well, it may not be for much longer because they are 3 wide for 2nd place again. And look at who is in the middle lane. It's Mr. Super Speedway himself, Denny Hamlin, who's also racing for the championship. Schneider continues to try and finesse the lane changing, as he has for a while now. Yeah, first 0-16 team, now the first 0-17 team. Oh, that's terrible. I hope, assuming you're a Lions fan, I hope that is not the case for you. Schneider, almost! Oh, and Kenseth just shot the 99 around, and he gets sideways. The wall saved him. They were 4 wide, and Matt Kenseth just doored the 99. Getting into turn 1, that was a big-time save, and it just saved his championship. Truex, who got shuffled out of line all the way at the back. Now they're crashing on the back straightaway at the front of the field. They are crashing on the back straightaway. Our 6th caution of the race. I think my heart just stopped for a second. That was insane. Is somebody smoking at the front? I can't tell who it is. I don't know if it's Hamlin or the car in front of him. Clint Boyer's going to pit 7th. Licky had the lead at the time of the caution. Schneider's going to pit. I'm surprised a lot of other drivers are staying out of the pits here. So Joey Gage, Chris Buescher, the only 2 out of the race. Boyer pits. I believe he was the one that brought out the caution. The main reason for it, after things got really jam-stacked in turns 1 and 2. Green flag back in the air. Truex, Schneider at the back like they were at the start of the race, and now they're going to try to get themselves to go forward. Schneider pit, though, and a lot of these other drivers stayed out, so if we don't get a caution in about 15 laps, they're going to have to pit under green. Schneider and Boyer were the only 2 to pit there. They could trap a lot of these cars a lap down. If any of the Championship 4 drivers go a lap down, that could be danger for them. We've had a ton of cautions already, 6 so far. We know we're going to have at least 1 more at the end of Stage 2, and I'm sure we'll have more beyond that. The season was hanging in the balance of Schneider trying to make the save off the wall in turn 1 right before the yellow after Kenseth had gotten into him when they were running 4 wide. Schneider on fresh tires trying to get through the field. He's got grip. It's not going to give him more speed necessarily, but Gonna be able to lane change a little easier now. That was after leading too before the contact with Kenzo for over 20 laps consecutively. Now he's 3 wide middle towards the back of the pack, pushing to 78 of BJ McLeod. Truex gave Schneider a shot. He takes it to the bottom. Truex going to follow him there. Schneider going to make it 4 wide in the tri-oval. 5 wide in the tri-oval at Talladega. This is going to get narrow into turn 1. There's contact up high. Schneider's on the double yellow line as they try to fend into the corner. He got knocked down there by Christopher Bell. They were still 4 wide when they got into 1. They were 5 wide for a brief moment in the tri-oval. That's the first we've seen that today. This is why Schneider doesn't want to be in the middle of the pack. Feels more comfortable at the front when he's trying to control everything. He's going to have to find his way back up there again. See Denny Hamlin, so that tells me Kyle Busch is likely leading the championship 4. Schneider giving up the spot to Haley. Might have been below the double yellow line there. Out of safety precaution, he gave the spot up. Schneider with a run. He takes it 4 deep into 3 again. Hamlin's the one on the high side of it, too. A great move, perfectly timed by Schneider. All over the back of Timmy Hill. Hill hops out of line. Schneider trying to take the charge towards the front. Oh, this is going to get narrow. 4 wide again. Felt comfortable with it. Made it through it. Didn't pass every car going 4 wide into the second to upper lane, but it's made it to 3 wide now down the back straightaway. Only trying to control these 3 lines. Not going to control the 99, who is just cutting through this field. Front row cars together in front of him. Trying to break those guys apart. Oh, McDowell got into the side of the 99. Launched the 99 up the track, and all the momentum for both cars was lost immediately. McDowell was still able to side draft Kurt Busch on the bottom. He was all right. Schneider getting another run. This outside lane starting to stack up. There's a 38 car going to go. He's going to hop in front of the 99. Schneider's going to push him. Schneider has DNF'd out of 2 Talladega races in his Cup Series career. Would like to not make it a 3rd today. Pulls back down to the bottom. And they're going to be 4 deep into 1 again. That time he passed everybody 4 wide to the inside. Busch aggressively blocking the 99. Schneider finally gets underneath him. Now he side drafts him down the back straightaway. Blaney trying to block. Didn't know what lane to end up picking there. Ended up on the high side. Schneider gets a huge run on the bottom behind Byron. And he's up to 3rd. And now he's underneath the 24. Pole sitter Ty Dillon back in the lead. We're just past the halfway mark here today at Talladega with 22 laps to go in stage 2. Tyler Burback, welcome to the stream. Yeah, 3 Joe Gibbs Toyotas in the championship 4, making it 4 Toyotas total with Schneider. Channel Racing Toyota. Been with the Toyota family since the Xfinity Series. Started off in the Ford development driving. Was 1 year in the trucks. Ryan Preece gave the 99 a shot that he couldn't hold. Off turn 4, and Preece will get to his inside. Oh, Blaney just about turned the 99 car. All over that corner panel. Ty Dillon hit him square and actually kind of straightened him back out. Hit him square again, right in the middle of the corner, trying to draft. Bug draft. Big run coming for the 99. Down the back straightaway. Look at the speed on the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. 210 miles an hour. Fits into a tight gap. And he's up to third place in the middle of turns 3 and 4. He'll go with the 88 of Alex Bowman on the high side. Now he's going to go up the middle. 3 wide for the lead. Up the middle, trying to create the run by himself. He clears the 88 of Bowman, but he can't clear the 37 of Preece. A for effort. Hill trying to push. Schneider's got another good run. Pulls underneath William Byron. Schneider's up to second. Behind the 37 of Preece into turns 3 and 4. Major run coming. Went high, thought about it at least, then pulled low to cross over Preece. Wallace has been a great push car all night. There'll be another good one here as he pushes the 99 to the lead, but then Schneider goes wide after the push from Wallace. Keselowski was actually pushing Wallace into the back of the 99. They just got stacked up. Too many cars pushing at once. Schneider hops in between Byron and Haley. Side drafts to 24. Look at all 3 Penske cars in the top 5 now. R6, welcome to the stream as well. 18 laps to go at stage 2. Green flag pit stops are coming up very shortly. For all except for Keegan Schneider and Clint Boyer, who pitted under the caution. Nobody else did. Schneider gets off the third lane, finds himself on the bottom behind Reddick in front of LaJoie. We're going to have to watch to see when... Yep, so there's the word that we're going to have some drivers pitting. Schneider's going to stay high. Knowing everybody is... Well, not everybody here, but some drivers are going to pit. Chase Elliott, the only car in the top 5, will pit. Denny Hamlin on his way to pit road as well. Oh, geez, that was a tight gap. Schneider found his way in front, got a massive push from Corey LaJoie. Only a handful of cars pit that time. The majority of the field stayed out. Though a lot of them were 2 and 3 wide back in the pack and couldn't pit anyway. Not sure where Boyer's at, but we know Schneider's up to second down the back straightaway after getting around Ryan Blaney. Crosses over to the inside of Bubba Wallace into turn 3. Wallace not going to be able to get into the pits this time unless he can fit between the 12 and the 99. That wasn't the case. Blaney ducks onto pit road. Wallace couldn't get there, neither could Logano or Keselowski, and Wallace is out of fuel. Bubba Wallace is out of gas in the tri-oval. He needed to pit that time, and he couldn't do it. We got some cars coming out of the pit lane up ahead here. The inside of the track. Oh, man, Logano almost got in the back of Matt Kenseth. And there's Denny Hamlin. One of the Championship 4 competitors is up the way, and he's trying to get up to speed in turns 1 and 2. Now down the back straightaway. Schneider would love to put him a lap down. Oh, man, he DNF'd on the final lap. That's a bummer. Hamlin's bump drafted. Can't tell who it is, but He is bump drafting the car up there. Schneider has 0 drafting help right now. He didn't quite get close enough to Elliott to be able to draft him. Have to watch there's a lot more cars leaving the pits now versus just the 4 or 5 we saw right there. So the car's going to just have to stay high. There's Kyle Busch. Busch is going to go a lap down. One of the Championship 4 drivers. Hamlin got stacked up. Almost some contact in the middle of turns 1 and 2. Hamlin's getting slowed up big time, but Schneider was able to lap about half the field on the high side. He's still not close enough to get a draft off the 9 of Elliott. And Boyer on the lead lap as well, but about 8.5 seconds separate the 99 from the 14. Those two have enough fuel to make it to the end of the stage. And the last remaining cars coming out of the pits, they're side by side up there. They've really got to be careful. Oh, we got trouble. Timmy Hill just got jammed into by maybe Denny Hamlin. If not Hamlin, it was Chase Elliott. Hamlin definitely got stalled out, and he's going to go a lap down. Schneider trying to pass as many cars as he can. Hamlin to the bottom. Schneider up high. He would like to get back to the inside before Hamlin can get there on him. They're 3x3 at the front. There's Hamlin trying to get his lap back underneath the 99. And he'll get it for now, and Schneider will hop in line behind Denny. Not sure where Truex is in the running order right now either. Oh, we got trouble. Big crash. Big crash. Joey Logano's around out of the exit of the tri-oval. That is the caution Hamlin needed. He was the last car in the lead lap when the caution waved, and Hamlin is still in it. Big crash in the tri-oval, or 7th caution of the race. Could have been a lot bigger if the field wasn't as spaced out as they were. I don't think we've had the big one yet. That was probably the closest wreck to it so far. Free pass to Daniel Suarez in 15th. So Kyle Busch is 22nd a lap down. Truex is 30th a lap down. So only 2 of the Championship 4 drivers are on the lead lap as we speak. That is unbelievable. And we're going to have a restart late in stage 2. Good thing, even though Hamlin's the last car in the lead lap, he's in the top 13, 14. Schneider spun the tires on the restart, giving Clint Boyer the lead. And look at the outside. First time they've been able to take the lead in this race on the restart. That top lane, but it's because Schneider spun his tires and he's still loose. And there goes Hamlin. Just like that, Hamlin was about to go a lap down. Now he's leading the championship again. A few cars with damage. Kurt Busch, Austin Dillon. Oh boy, that was a little sketchy. Contact down the back straightaway. Luckily, they weren't quite up to speed at that point yet. They're giving Schneider a massive shot. Now, a lot of these lap cars are going to try to get on the lead lap here by the end of the stage. Bare minimum, try to get the free pass. So it's not over yet for Kyle Busch and Martin Truex Jr. by any means. They can get the free pass at some point or race their way back on the lead lap with a timely caution. Contact with Christopher Bell. Schneider going 3 wide under McDowell and Blaney. 15th, McDowell would be the first driver 1 lap down. Hamlin goes high. He gave up the bottom. Schneider to 3rd into the championship lead off turn 4. We'll be coming to 8 laps to go at stage 2 this time by. Guarantee you, we're still going to have a lot of drivers not finish this race on the lead lap. How many of the Championship 4 drivers will be able to finish on the lead lap? 2 of them are there right now, and they're bumper to bumper in the top 5. With Schneider in 3rd, Hamlin in 4th right behind him. Stenhouse on the inside is side by side with Justin Haley for the lead. Schneider going to try to push Haley. Down on the bottom, lap car trying to push the 47. Haley a little loose at the push off turn 4. Stenhouse is clear up high. Schneider trying to go to the middle. He may get hung out. He's got no help behind him now. Hamlin jumps to the high side. Schneider to the bottom in front of Keselowski. 16 slowing up. Less cars in that top lane briefly. Kevin Harvick to second place. Stenhouse trying to control the field here at Talladega. Late stage 2. Haley's got significant damage on his car, so probably not a strong lead car in the pack. Does a bit. Look at Harvick blocking Schneider all the way up the racetrack. Try to get the upper groove to work. Trying. Not working out very well. Schneider's going to try to hop to the bottom to block the 48. Has to hop back in front of the 16. Johnson's there. He's also in the lead lap. Him and Boyer are on the lead lap. Those two are in their final career start. Final time we'll see him in the Cup Series of the new NASCAR game. Harvick trying to work with McDowell and maybe push him by Stenhouse. He'd have a shot to win stage 2. They'll all go to the high side. Not many cars on the bottom. Stenhouse is on the bottom. 4 cars training on the top all of a sudden. Schneider trying to make a charge down low. Side drafts Harvick into the tri-oval. He's doing what he can. So a 1-2-3 finish with the championship 4 drivers at the end of stage 1, with Schneider winning the stage, Hamlin second, Truex third. Schneider trying to go for the lead and sweep the stages today at Talladega as he gets underneath Stenhouse, making it 3 wide with the lap car of McDowell on the high side. Schneider clears Stenhouse for the lead at least, but he has not cleared the 34. He'll get a push from the 36, who's also trying to race his teammate to get back on the lead lap, or at bare minimum get the free pass. Martin Truex Jr. is up towards the front of the field again. He is also trying to get the free pass. One of the championship 4 drivers is on the high side. He's pushing Kevin Harvick right now. Hamlin is also up there. He tried to help his teammate get there. I'd say the graphics are a little bit enhanced from NASCAR Heat 5. NASCAR Heat 5 graphics aren't that bad, honestly. Maybe that's just from playing the older games a lot. That could be. Front row motorsports working together. McDowell and Reagan, bumper to bumper. They've split up now. They're 4 wide. Now the Penske cars working together on the inside of Blaney and Keselowski. Yep, Newman's going to take it 4. Blaney to the lead. Keselowski, his teammate, to second. Schneider got into Brad. Three laps to go in stage 2. Pack starting to fall back. Truex leading that second group. I don't know if there was a bad block thrown that stacked everybody up or what the case was. Oh, Schneider in the wall. He got tight. Really tight in the center of the corner. And here comes Truex. A lot of lap cars up there. Schneider's still in 4th, even with all these cars ahead of him. But it's Ryan Blaney who leads the field with 2 laps to go in stage 2. Schneider's going to get a massive run. He's going to pass Keselowski for 3rd. It's a gigantic run down the back straightaway. Look at the speed. 212 miles an hour into turn 3. Shades of Bill Elliott. McDowell's in the wall. Looked like McDowell grazed the wall. May have gotten tight after Bubba Wallace pulled the block on the high side. 34 lost a lot of momentum. Blaney lost the momentum as well, losing the lead. He's back to third. Schneider to second. Daniel Suarez is the leader, and there are 3 lap cars trying to stay on the lead lap. Final lap of stage 2. Schneider to the outside for the lead on Daniel Suarez. Can he clear the 96? Can't do it. Well, this is going to be the finish of stage 2. Will it be Suarez or will it be Schneider? Schneider trying to side draft the 96 off turn 4. Into the tri-oval. This is going to be tight. Trying to side draft it at the line. Daniel Suarez will win stage 2 by about a half a car length on the 99 of Schneider. First stage win of the season for Suarez. It comes in the final stage of the year where he could have gotten a stage win. And the 2 drivers that started in the last row finished first and second at the end of stage 2. Free pass goes to BJ McLeod in 18th. William Byron, Chad Fincham, Ty Dillon, Eric Almirola, they all got back on the lead lap ahead of the leaders before the end of the stage. Truex 25th, Kyle Busch 29th. Everybody will hit pit road during the stage break. Green flag back in the air. I think it's a good call to put it on both Peacock and NBC. Especially with Dish dropping NBC from what I heard this last weekend. It'll give more people the ability to be able to watch it if they have Dish for their cable provider. Plus, in my opinion, it has a chance of putting more eyeballs on the sport. You would think the rating, maybe the TV rating, yeah, it won't be as good, but you'll have more eyes watching it if it's on virtually two channels versus one. I know Peacock isn't an actual cable channel, but it's a separate streaming platform. Reddick aggressively side drafted Harvick up high, not even worried about the car underneath him of Stenhouse. 64 laps to go, and we will be concluded with NASCAR Heat 5. Schneider could win today. It would be career win number 28. His 23rd of the season. Main focus, though, is trying to win this championship. Denny Hamlin, the only other Championship 4 driver on the lead lap of the 18 cars that are on the lead lap. We have had 8 cautions today if you include the stage breaks. We have not had the big one. The usual big one, that is. Where it would take up and wreck a lot of the field. Look at how stacked up they're getting again. They're 4 wide. We've seen 4x4 racing all day long. We even saw 5 wide once. Saw some near catastrophes in the middle and the front of the field, but they carry on with most of the cars in the pack. Only 3 drivers are out. Kyle Busch has worked himself up into this lead pack. He's a lap down trying to get back on the lead lap. With a free passer, just race his way to the front of the pack and try to stay there. Or whenever the next caution comes out, assuming we get another one today. Dodgers and Harvick fan, welcome to the stream. Hope you win. I hope I do too. Well, lost the bottom to Daniel Suarez and Clint Boyer. Oh, contact down low between Byron and Almirola. Kyle Busch going to try to push the 99 on that third lane. Schneider's got room to pull down. He will. Busch follows him. Schneider trying to get this third lane to work. cuts off the 10 of Almirola. And transferred one lane down. He just couldn't do both at the same time. Sidetracked in the bottom lane. Splitting the 24 up from the back of the 14, looks like. Suarez and Boyer still side by side. Schneider got loose in the tri-oval. Custer is going to go into the grass. And around goes Cole Custer. Schneider's way down on the apron. Caution came out. Schneider got loose in the tri-oval and clipped the 41 of Custer. He goes for a spin, but he kept it down. Ninth caution of the race. He kept it down on the racetrack. Free pass to Bowman in 19th. Kyle Busch was so close. He was only 2 spots behind the free pass position. I'll have to wait to try it again. Truex back at 31st right now. The Dish NBC dispute doesn't affect me even with having Dish. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have Dish or cable at all, so I don't know exactly like what the whole dispute is or how it's going through. Green flag back in the air. They're going to hop to the middle lane. Pushing the 96 of Daniel Suarez. Now up to the high side. Suarez trying to side draft the 14 of Boyer, but the outside she's not quite coordinated. Yeah, Custer very lucky that when he spun, he didn't come back up the racetrack. He was able to keep it on the apron. A good thing the caution came out because Schneider's going to have an awkward entry into turn 1. I don't know if he would have been able to make it. Not just having to get out of the gas and fall off the lead pack. Contact with the 24, my goodness. Side drafts to 16. BJ McLeod up high. Remember, Schneider tried to help McLeod at Martinsville get into the playoffs as much as he could. So McLeod maybe trying to repay the favor and try to get the Channel Racing team a championship. 2 owner drivers working together at Talladega. Boyer up high to try and block Daniel Suarez. Schneider has nowhere to go but to push the 96 car. Byron on the bottom looking for the lead on Boyer. Suarez gets hung out to dry. Schneider and McLeod down to that second lane. Man, this is pretty gnarly. A lot of pushing going on. Still 56 laps to go. Byron Johnson, teammates at Hendrick Motorsports, 1-2. Not enough cars on this high side that are sticking it out together. Schneider now to the outside of Haley, and that's just going to slow these guys down even more up here in this second and third lane. Schneider gets back down to the bottom, but got bumped out of line by the 34 of McDowell. Still split around him. McDowell trying to get back on the lead lap. Cloud is in the top 10 on the lead lap himself. Massive run coming for the 99. Stalled out for a brief moment. Yeah, that's right. I forgot the Toledo Notre Dame game was on Peacock. Timmy Hill up the middle, 3 wide. Thought about it. On the outside of the 48, they were side drafting each other enough. And actually, Timmy Hill is the first car 1 lap down. So Hill is currently the free pass position. The driver Kyle Busch and Martin Truex Jr. need to catch if they want to get back into the chances of winning a championship. Schneider pulls high. Blocking the 48. Reddick blocked the 66 of Hill. Schneider back to the bottom. Alright, going a little wide with the 34 car. Michael McDowell pushing him. Timmy Hill's trying to get his lap back. Schneider trying to go after Reddick for the lead. Two sophomore drivers running 1-2. Schneider will clear Timmy Hill, and Hill's starting to lose some ground on the high side. We'll wait to see if they'll be able to stay in the free pass position. Another championship four at the front of the pack, whether they're a lap down or on the lead lap. Now Hamlin is on the lead lap. Maybe take it a little easy knowing there are still one more pit stop left to the end of the race. And I doubt we're going to run green to the end. We've had 9 cautions so far today, and I don't think we've seen the last. Schneider and Reddick bump drafting each other on the bottom of the track. Schneider doesn't have any help, really backed up behind him. McDowell and Byron are side drafting each other. McDowell's still lapped down. He has passed Timmy Hill now for the free pass position. 34 has had a very fast car, probably one of the fastest non-playoff drivers in this race. All the front row cars have cycled up towards the front, if not had led at some point in time in this race. Schneider going to work to Reddick's back bumper down the back straightaway. They're bump drafting each other into turn 3. On the high side right now, Schneider's going to pull to the bottom in front of BJ McLeod. Reddick will also pull down to try and block, but at least the pack is caught up to the back of the 99, and there's some drafting help for Schneider again. Oh, Reddick got loose. Reddick is loose. And the 99 got shot below the double yellow line. And he's going to have to ease out of the gas if he's going to want to make it into turn 1. Nobody's letting him in as he pulls up in front of McDowell. Reddick got loose in the tri-oval with Schneider pushing him. Schneider was hitting him square. I'm not sure how he just lost it there, but he did. And BJ McLeod's in the race lead. Byron to second. Schneider to third. That was definitely a big moment. Once again, Schneider's had a few of those, and I don't think we've seen the last of them in his drive to try and win the championship. I love that name, by the way, the Kraken. Seattle Kraken. 10 times better than the Washington football team, I'll tell you that much. Sorry for any Washington football team fans out there, but it helps if your team actually had a legitimate name. That doesn't say football in it. Football or team in it. Schneider looks to the high side. He's right in line behind BJ McLeod. Oh, they almost wrecked back there in the tri-oval. Somebody got loose. Into one was about half a car length down on the apron into the corner. See Denny Hamlin working his way through the pack. Time for him to get going. Schneider is pushing McLeod. starting to move up. Byron going to follow him up there. Todd getting a little loose now with Schneider pushing him. Tyler Reddick thought about going to the high side. He'll instead just hop back down to the bottom from Clint Boyer. Schneider pulls out a line on the 78. He's going for the lead. He's going to side draft McLeod. Big time run for Reddick. Schneider pulls down to block him. Reddick now going to give Schneider a push. Yeah, Cleveland Guardians isn't the greatest name either. I still think it's better than the Washington football team, though. When does that name actually take effect? Next season? Because they were still being called the Indians on the broadcast when I was watching them play the Tigers late in the season again. So I'm assuming probably just starts next season. I don't know why they wouldn't just have it effective immediately, but maybe there's some sort of weird rule that you can't change your name in the middle of the season. I don't know. It is baseball. I guess if there was any sport to have that kind of a rule, it would be baseball. The MLB. Well, 37 drivers up to this point have survived in this 500-mile race. Still 45 laps yet to get to the checkered flag. They fan 2 and 3 wide back in this lead pack again. Denny Hamlin on the bottom lane. He's about the 5th car in line on the inside. He's the only other Championship 4 driver on the lead lap with Schneider. Here comes Ryan Blaney with a big-time run. Newman side drafting and then pulling him back a little bit, giving Schneider enough time to go high and make the block. Originally, I don't know if he was going to be able to do it, but he was committed, and side drafting again behind him helped. And now they're slowing up big time off turn 4. They're side drafting each other way too much, and Schneider's got a gigantic gap into the tri-oval. And Hamlin is the one pushing Almirola on that inside lane. On the 6 and the 12, up high. Schneider blocking 3 lanes at once as he tries to hold on to the lead. Intensity starting to ramp up once again. 20 laps out still from the final pit stop if it does go green. Blaney with a run. Hamlin got stacked up, but he was able to get back to the bottom. And Blaney gets hung out to dry. They're 4 wide back about where he's at because Reddick's on the high side being pushed by Kyle Busch, who was trying to get back on the lead lap. Or sorry, no, that's Michael McDowell. Another yellow car. Sorry, not Busch. Busch is back there, though. He's only a couple cars back in that second lane behind Blaney. 43 to go. They're 3 wide. Custer to the bottom of the track. He's trying to get back on the lead lap. We're going to alternate through the different camera angles one final time in today's race when we get back to the start-finish line this time by. There's Schneider, who leads off of turn 4. And still in the running. In the top 10. He's actually shown in 5th right now. In the middle lane, a lot of lap cars between him and the leader, though. Eric Almirola to the outside of his teammate. Hamlin is the one pushing Almirola in the 10. Up high to block. Custer and Haupt will go down low, and here comes Hamlin down to the middle. Schneider couldn't get down to the bottom. Trying to block the 11, at least hold on to the championship lead. Hamlin going to push him now off turn 4. Johnson still down low. Definitely a desperate situation where you really have to listen to your spotter and really have to watch the mirrors. Schneider squeezes to the bottom. Johnson actually went back up high. And Schneider's got a massive run down the back straightaway. Hit about 207. Ryan Blaney is the leader. A couple lap cars in front of him with Chase Elliott and Cole Custer. They stacked up, all blocking each other simultaneously on their way into the corner. Blaney to the top. Schneider to the middle. Priest down low. Schneider and Blaney are making it work. Trying to get by the lap traffic. Michael Mantell, welcome to the stream. Schneider to the middle. 3 wide for the lead. Priest is a lap car on the bottoms. Keselowski's the leader. Blaney is falling back on the high side, so now Schneider and Keselowski are side by side for the lead. Schneider gets the massive run down the back straightaway. Can't clear the 2 though on the bottom. He's still there. Priest moves up. No help for Schneider. And Keselowski will take the lead in the middle of 3 and 4. Schneider gets back down to the bottom in front of the 38. 38 sets him up to go into the middle lane himself, switching lanes with the 99. Walls to help push from behind. 39 laps to go at Talladega. In the Championship 4 race. Just tuning in for the first time, the drivers in the Championship 4 on the upper right-hand corner of the screen. Schneider leads them. Hamlin still in the top 10 back there. All 4 of them have led. That was all before the end of stage 1. We haven't really seen Kyle Busch in the running since he led earlier in the race. He's a lap down the middle of the pack. Truex also a lap down because of the 3 flag pit stops getting split apart earlier on in the race. They're trying to either race their way back on the lead lap or at bare minimum get the free pass. They're running out of time. Only 38 to go. A lot of lap cars getting by on the inside right now, too. Keselowski and Schneider are the leaders on the top. Schneider going to take it 3 wide to the outside for the lead. Boyer on the inside also trying to go for the lead. Push coming from McDowell. McDowell got stacked up behind the 2. Wallace goes way up the racetrack and shuffled out of line, likely off the front bumper of the 32 of LaJoie. Schneider again underneath Keselowski. And he clears him for second place into turn 1. Schneider now to push Boyer. Boyer trying to get a win in his final career start. Timmy Hill got shuffled out of line. The 14 and the 99 are hauling on the inside lane. Car's going a lap down. It's going to be harder for Truex and Busch to try and get back on the lead lap. Schneider clear off 4, pulls up on Timmy Hill. Hill going to push him now into the tri-oval. Schneider is going to get a massive run now on Clint Boyer as he looks to the high side for the lead. Side drafts the 14. Got some lap cars up high he's going to draft off of now. Can he get the run to clear the 14 of Clint Boyer off of turn 2? He's going to try, and he does. And he clipped the 9, which stalled his run out, but he was able to clear the 14 beforehand. And Schneider now leads at Talladega. Side drafts the 9 car. Pulling him back. Custer still leads the pack. Elliott now first car lap down. Schneider almost gave up the bottom. Was able to get down in time before Boyer got underneath him. A lot of cars spaced out at the back of the pack for the moment. Well, the 19 and the 18 are definitely on it. 35 to go, and we are about 10 laps out from green flag pit stops. It'll be the second time we're going to see him today. Despite the fact we've had 9 cautions. Custer, who brought out the last yellow, was able to survive with no damage. Now is currently at least back on the lead lap for the moment. Oh, he's going to go wide. I don't know what Custer was thinking there. Maybe he was thinking his teammate was going to help him with Boyer. Boyer's going after the lead. He's not worried about Custer. Boyer in his final career start, he thinks it's every man for himself. Can't blame him. Schneider now not only in the lead, but he leads the pack as well. They go 3 by 3 back about where Keselowski's at. Schneider gets tight in 1 and 2. Third or fourth time he's done that today. Timmy Hill pushes Boyer to the lead. Schneider going to get pushed by William Byron. Timmy Hill again going to the high side. 14's got a gigantic lead right now. If Schneider ends up drafting him at all, he is going to have a massive run. I don't think Boyer's going to be able to block it. He's going to attempt to block him, but I don't think he's going to be able to do it. Into turn 1, no chance. Schneider's coming in way too fast for Boyer to handle. Boyer trying to side draft that right rear corner panel, but here comes Byron to push the 99 into the lead off turn 2. Boyer gonna take it 3 wide. Newman to the middle. Newman now is the first car 1 lap down as Schneider tries to block 3 lanes at once. Quinn Houck gonna take it 4 wide. Contact between Newman and Boyer. And even with the contact, they're running 4 wide for about 2nd place. They made it. Newman and LaJoy on the high side. They're both a lap down. They'll both get back to the lead lap as Schneider continues to hold on to the lead down the back straightaway. Still trying to block 3 lanes at once. And Denny Hamlin is back in the mix and is up to 5th. Racing Schneider for the championship. Highest finisher will win it. Look at the tandem between the 6 and the 32. They're working together. They're getting out there. Byron to the lead at the start-finish line. Now he moves up. Schneider's got cars on his inside and his outside as he gets split 3 wide in the middle with no help. Really has to hold his lane now. How about Chad Fincham to the inside? William Byron for the lead. Schneider trying to side draft Ryan Blaney. .24, Byron right in front of him. Big shot. Oh no! Quinn Houck into the wall. Schneider moved up and he tried to check up. What a save. I think the wall saved him. And we stay green. That could have been the big one. We haven't seen it yet. Schneider in the middle. 30 to go. We'll stick with the normal camera for the rest of the race. Championship on the line at Talladega. Schneider finds himself to the inside again. Back to 6. Now he quickly goes back to the high side after clearing the 24 of Byron. Schneider feeling gutsy. Splits the Hendrick cars up on the inside. Jimmy Johnson's up there too, not that far in front of Bowman. Chad Fincham leads, trying to get his 2nd career win at Talladega in the career mode. First one came at Talladega last season. Newman with a big block on Bowman. Bowman checked up. That stacked up the inside line. The three cars pushing each other at once. They almost got out of shape. They're still getting a little squirrely. Schneider cuts to the bottom. Pulls off the 88. Who's really loose from corner entry all the way to corner exit. Schneider gets by Johnson for second. Fincham leads the pack, but maybe not for long as Newman tries to look underneath him with help from John Hunter Nemechek. He'll get there. Schneider's just going to follow him, and he's going to get to the lead on Chad Fincham with ease. All clear. Schneider back to the point and in control. Few laps away from green flag pit stops. We've seen accidents in recent years on the super speedways. We almost had a big crash. I mean, we ended up having a crash that took out a few cars after the green flag stops and everything was starting to get spaced out. But this is big. Schneider doesn't want to lose Denny Hamlin. I know Hamlin is back there a little bit, but he is still inside the top 10 and in the lead pack, most importantly. Not sure what the strategy is going to be here. Schneider is likely going to have to pit for tires. Nobody's had a chance to pit. Nobody pitted during that first caution of the stage. Ryan Blaney to the inside with a run. Push from Timmy Hill. Blaney to the lead. Pulls a lap down. Schneider's going to get to the bottom and cross Blaney over off the exit of turn 4. Oh, now he's going to split the lap car and Timmy Hill, and they're 3 wide for the lead. Schneider barely clears Timmy Hill with a block. Getting a massive run off the back of the 38 and the 6. Pulling the pack behind him. Outside of Nemechek. He'll clear him into turn 3. Now only Newman's in front of him. And Newman looks like he's going to pit this time. Schneider going to stay out one more lap. Denny Hamlin into the pits. Back in the pack. I believe Hamlin just pit there. And Schneider's got a gigantic lead right now. 25 laps to go at Talladega. Who would have thought we have 4 cautions in each of the first 2 stages? The minute we get to the final stage, we haven't, well, I should say we've only had 1 so far. And now coming into the pits, oh no, Schneider almost gets wrecked into from behind. Timmy Hill goes around. Schneider going to try to gas it up now as Hill spins through the grass, bringing out another caution. Schneider was going to make his way into the pits there, and he pretty much got ran over. Could have been a lot worse than what it was. Tough break for Timmy Hill. Everybody's going to pit except for the cars that already pitted the lap before, like Hamlin, and he's going to cycle in front of the 99. Free pass is going to go to Timmy Hill still. Best way to spin through the grass is to get the free pass, I guess. Kyle Busch. Martin Truex Jr. still a lap down. And they're hoping for a prayer at this point if they're going to want to win the championship. Our 10th caution of the race. Green flag back in the air. Schneider in 18th. Repairing the damage to the back bumper and taking 4 tires on the pit stop. Look at him going 4 wide on the restart. We got back to the bottom after restarting on the high side on the 48 of Johnson. Hamlin leads the championship race. Now he's just trying to get to the front of the pack. A few cars in between him and Schneider in the bottom. Byron thought about taking it 4 wide. Wasn't enough room to do it. Now that the field is all in one giant pack again, Blaney may have gotten into the wall in the tri-oval. As his car steps out from underneath him. Cars spanning around him. The championship right now is between Denny Hamlin and Keegan Schneider, the only 2 of the championship 4 on the lead lap. You see Hamlin a few car lengths ahead of the 99. 20 laps to go at Talladega. Our final send-off with NASCAR Heat 5. Win or lose, this is the final NASCAR Heat 5 race. Schneider trying to win his first career Cup championship. 28 career wins. Missed the championship 4 by 1 point a season ago. In the round of 8, Hamlin is just sawing through the field on the restart. Pulling high for a brief moment, now back to the bottom. Hamlin's up to 4th, but Schneider has worked his way right behind Hamlin up to 5th. Oh, big stack up. Fincham blocked Hamlin. Hamlin checked up. Schneider got into the back of him. Caution back in the pack off turn 2. Caution will wave. Free pass to Quinn Halpin, 21st. Truex at 27th. Kyle Busch is 30th still, so they're still both a lap down. 3 cars out of the race. Joey Logano, Joey Gase, and Chris Buescher at least. Wallace will pit this time. He's the only driver 2 laps down on the racetrack. So 19 laps to go. We get our 11th caution, and cautions are starting to breed cautions in the final 30 laps of our Championship 4 race at Talladega. Like, share, and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content if you are new, and you definitely don't want to go anywhere. We're going to have 16 laps to go in the restart. Schneider will restart in 5th, Hamlin in 4th, racing for the title between the 2 of them. Whoever finishes better will bring home the championship. Schneider gets the launch on the restart. Last time he was on the inside, he spun the tires. This time, not so much. He quickly takes it 3 wide under Fincham. Hamlin got a good launch on the high side as well, though. Schneider's got nowhere to go with Bell right there. So he's going to try to go to the middle. What a restart if he can make this work. Hamlin jumped to the middle right behind him. Can Schneider get the pole on Bell down the back straightaway? He is clear to the bottom. Schneider to the lead at Talladega from 5th to 1st on the restart. Deciding to not go 3 wide to the bottom, but go 3 wide to the middle for the lead. Hamlin, though, followed him right through, but now Hamlin's losing spots on the high side with no help. It's going to help Schneider. Hamlin trying to find his way back in line. He's got a car to pick him up back there, but he has lost a lot of ground. That would be the 24 of Byron. Huge run onto the back of the 99, though, by the pack. 4 wide for 2nd place. They're stalling out as McLeod pulls clear into 2nd. Into the middle, into the bottom. Schneider, contact with the 78. And around goes the 78 of McLeod off the front bumper of Jimmy Johnson. And we get another caution. Another caution. Bad block down the back straightaway by the 99 and the 78. A McLeod who had a run pretty much all by himself. Kept it off the wall, but when he tried to correct it, he had his left rear corner panel on the right front of the 48, and that turned into the inside. Everybody misses, and McDowell will get the free pass at 22nd. All these cautions give a chance for Truex and Busch to get back on the lead lap, but it's not the case. They've just not been able to get there. They've been a lap down since the end of stage 2. Green flag back in the air. Schneider will be the control car on the restart. Hamlin had to restart back in 10th place after losing the ground, but that was a caution he desperately needed. 12 to go, though. The problem is he's got less green flag laps to try and get to the lead. Schneider gets a great launch again. Pulls clear on the 95. And now quickly just trying to stall the lanes out. And he's getting kind of a big gap here in the middle of 1 and 2. Johnson on the inside of Bell for second place. Harvick pulling out of line now in the 48. Should be going high. Shaking back to the bottom. Boyer, Johnson, both in their final career start. Hamlin still on the outside. He's losing a ton of ground. Ton of ground being lost by Denny Hamlin. That is what Schneider wants to see. In that third lane. Johnson going to get shuffled out 3 wide now as well as Schneider leads the field with 11 to go back to the start-finish line. Almirola to the inside of his teammate Kevin Harvick as they stack up into turn 1. Bell and Harvick on the high side, they're pushing one another. Consider Ty Dillon right behind them, being pushed by Tyler Reddick as well. Can't really see Hamlin at all back in the pack right now. That's who Schneider's really worried about, but he's trying to control the lanes for now. And not fade back in the pack himself. He gets really loose in the tri-oval. Pulls high to clear Harvick, couldn't do it. And now he's going to get put back in the sucker hole between the SHR cars. Ty Dillon going to pick him up in the draft now. They're 4 wide. Contact with Bell. Still 4 wide. Hamlin only a few cars back in that third lane now. Schneider into the back of Ty Dillon. He tried to give him a bump draft, but all Dillon did was get loose. Schneider and Hamlin both stuck up high. Still no sign of Truex and Kyle Busch, who were back in the pack on the restart because they're still a lap down. Schneider may be able to get to the bottom behind Ryan Newman. Oh, Newman's still there. Big time run coming for the 99 down the back straightaway, gaining some more headway. Maybe he's all right on the outside. Actually gaining ground up here for now. Push to the back of Christopher Bell. Truex is working his way through the pack. He may try to hold up Schneider to let Hamlin win the championship, knowing that Truex is a lap down with 8 to go. Schneider clears Bell, but still can't get to the bottom. Now he does. Schneider to the bottom. Underneath Newman. Yeah, there's no sign of Hamlin back there. 7 long laps, though, to try and get to the checkered flag. Yeah, I can't even tell what car is Hamlin in the back. Schneider going to continue to fight forward. Harvick with a big block on Haley, stalled out the inside before he moved back to the top. He's trying to work with his teammate right now of Eric Almirola. Oh no, Haley's loose. Schneider pulled out a line on him. Schneider pulls back to the bottom though in front of Kurt Busch. Yeah, Ty Dillon will be back in the Cup Series. Not in NASCAR 21 Ignition unless he runs the 96 car, but just the following game he will be. They're about to go 3 wide for the lead. Bowman on the high side, Byron in the middle. And on the bottom, it's B.J. McLeod. 3 by 3 at Talladega as they come to 6 laps to go in the Championship 4. Schneider and Hamlin, the only 2 of the Championship 4 cars on the lead lap. Schneider in the top 5. Hamlin nowhere to be found right now. Schneider to the middle. He gets tight. Contact with Almirola. Schneider is in third. He clears the 10. No sign of Hamlin yet. Schneider may have a chance to go for the lead. Goes to the top. Almirola wanted to work with him. He was too far back, though. BJ McLeod trying to get his first career win. He needs to pass Byron to do it. He's got 2 career wins himself. Instead, McLeod will lose the bottom. Schneider will get to second place behind the 24 of Byron with 5 laps to go. They make it back to the checker. Schneider's got to run down the back straightaway on the back bumper of the 24 of Byron. 208 miles an hour into 3 as he pulls low for the lead. Nobody goes with him, though. Not a lot of help for Byron for the meantime, but he will have the 78 and the 10 back there. Side by side for the lead. Here comes Truex, and he's a lap down. Big push from Kurt Busch in the center of the tri-oval. Here comes the 19 down low. Schneider to block him. Contact between Truex and Kurt Busch. And as they got together, it stalled their lanes out. And Byron's got no help. They're 4 wide in 1 and 2. The 19 pushes the 99 into the lead for now. And that is Hamlin's teammate. What will Truex do? Big runs coming to the outside of the 19. They're 4 wide again for second place. Stenhouse on the block. 4 to go this time by. Sorry, 3 to go this time by. Oh, contact between Haley and McLeod. That bought Schneider enough time to get up there. Still no sign of Denny Hamlin. Contact with the 16. Oh, what a save by Justin Haley. What a save by Justin Haley, but Schneider's lost the momentum on the high side. Stenhouse is going to get to the lead. Schneider just got knocked around by the 36 now of David Reagan. Coming to 2 laps to go. Bell pushing Schneider as Schneider is stuck in this 3rd lane. Tries to get to the 2nd in front of David Reagan. Running in 7th place right now in the middle of the pack. Truex trying to get back on the lead lap. So is Kyle Busch. Schneider getting a run again. Up the middle, 3 wide. Trying to hold it. Freaks almost pulled up in front of the 99. Final lap into the tri-oval. Who will win the championship? Is it going to be Keegan Schneider or Denny Hamlin? Schneider has him for now. Hamlin is charging on the inside. And Schneider can't get down to the bottom lane. Hamlin's about 5 cars back. Schneider's just kind of held captive right now behind Priest with the 41 of Custer down low. And hoping they don't wreck in front of him. Schneider wants to get to the inside. Custer is still there. He can't do it. Now he's 3 wide middle. Big blocks by Timmy Hill and Brad Keselowski. Hamlin is making a charge. He's in line behind Jimmy Johnson on 4. Schneider finally gets to the bottom. Hamlin's going to be a few car lengths too far back. One final time to the checkered flag. Schneider will not win the race, but he will win the championship to end NASCAR Heat 5. As there was contact on the high side crossing the start-finish line, Schneider finishes in 6th place. But Hamlin was closing on the final lap as Schneider was just kind of held up on the high side with nowhere to go. Just an assist. in a scenario, I should say, with just, again, nowhere to go. And the 11 was coming on strong. We'll take a look at the replay of the final lap, just to show you how close it actually was. So this was the final lap, I guess, of NASCAR Heat 5's existence on the channel. Schneider was 3 wide middle. And you can see Hamlin off turn 2. You got the 41 on the inside. You got the 88 behind him, the 8, the 48, and I think the 10, and then the 11. And then the 11 is drafting with Kurt Busch. Sorry, not Eric Almirola, but Kurt Busch. Schneider was still stuck. I got put 3 wide middle. Keselowski and Hill were blocking on the high side. And Hamlin has a big run, but Jimmy Johnson slowed up off turn 4. Schneider was able to get to the bottom. That was really the winning move at the line, nearly 4 wide into the trioval. Schneider wins the championship with a 6th place finish. A lot of lap cars there, so I think Hamlin was really only a spot or 2 behind us. But the lap cars definitely played a factor at the end. And Keegan Schneider is the first driver in NASCAR history to win a championship in the Xfinity Truck and now the Cup Series. 27 career wins, 22 this season. What a year it was. He won Stage 1. He was second by a half a car length at the end of Stage 2. Fell back in the final couple laps and finished 6th in the race, but it was enough for the championship. Denny Hamlin ended up 11th. I guess there were a lot of lead lap cars. I didn't realize Timmy Hill, Quinn Houff were on the lead lap. I didn't think we beat Keselowski to the line either. Guess we did by about 19 one-thousandths of a second. I mean, interval-wise, Hamlin was only 0.3 of a second behind us between 6th and 11th. And 0.3 of a second was enough to win the championship in the NASCAR Heat 5 finale. The other championship 4 competitors, Martin Truex Jr. finished 23rd and actually finished last car in the lead lap. So Truex finished across the line before anybody else, but he was not on the lead lap. Just showed he had a strong car, but at the end of Stage 2, when things got scrambled in the lap traffic, it didn't help him. Kyle Busch was up at the front early, but he just wasn't as strong as the 19, the 11, and the 99. Busch ends up with a 28th place finish, the only one of the Championship 4 drivers to finish 1 lap down. Yeah, these points are not accurate. We won the championship. We did not finish 5th. But, geez, what a race. We had the fastest lap, 47.003. I believe we led the most laps, 82 of the 188 laps led today. It doesn't show us in victory lane because on this game, for whatever reason, we didn't win the championship. So that's kind of unfortunate that we don't get to actually see ourselves with the championship trophy in hand. But I will hold the Air Championship trophy right here, showing you guys that we won. You know what? Hang on, I got a trophy. I got a championship trophy. All right. I've got my here's my championship trophy. This is actually a championship trophy. I'm not kidding you guys. This is my 2012 Rage Kart Champ Kart Season Points Champion, Sandusky Speedway, right here. My track championship. Look at how, I mean, you can't even get the full camera. Here, let me expand this camera as much as I can, but I don't think you guys are gonna get the full camera in the shot, or sorry, the full trophy in the shot. But we will raise this high. We are champions on NASCAR Heat 5. I can't get the camera to expand. Come on. There. Ah, why does it do that? It's being finicky. There we go. Almost there. Almost there. I don't know what's going up with this camera. There it goes. Now we're full. This is the championship. Try to. This thing's gigantic. Like, I'm 6'4", and this thing comes up to my waist. 6'4", and it comes just above the belt buckle. That's our championship trophy. We did not win the race, but we won the championship, Cars One Boy. 6th place finish was enough to do it. Denny Hamlin finished 11th, 0.3 of a second off the lead. The champ is here. You know what else? Hang on. We got the trophy. We got something else. We got the trophy. We got the belt, too. We got all the gold. It's upside down. There we go. We got the championship belt. We got the trophy as well. We're going all out. Our post-race celebration. No champagne, just water. I don't drink. Taste of champions. In all seriousness, this was maybe not the best NASCAR game, but we had a lot of fun. We set a lot of goals. We set a lot of records, personally, with this game. And I want to thank each and every one of you guys for making this enjoyable one step of the way. This channel, when NASCAR Heat 5 had come out last year, we had 82 subscribers. We now have over 1,000 more than that as we speak right now, just from NASCAR Heat 5's existence to its finale on the channel. And I thank you guys a lot, and I will continue to thank you guys a lot going forward. But we are definitely making some ground with this thing. We've got the ball rolling, and now we're clicking away. And this is a group effort for sure. And this championship means a lot, but this channel in general means a lot. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And hopefully you enjoyed the NASCAR Heat 5 content on the channel. It will be here. It will always be on the channel. The Chase for 8 was awesome with Jimmy Johnson when we first started the game. It was the first live stream we had. It was the highest viewed live stream for the longest time on the channel until just a couple weeks ago when we broke that record with the Talladega playoff race with the live commentary there. So definitely, thank you guys. You guys are the real champions down in the chat. We'll try to win another championship on NASCAR Chase for the Cup 2005. We got the Cup Series going. We won the championship for the Busch, the Truck, and the Modifieds. Still running with the Cup Series. We're not going to finish that before NASCAR 21 Ignition comes out. We should get the Chase started before then, but we're probably going to have about 7 or 8 races left of the season by the time NASCAR 21 Ignition releases. Once it releases, we're going to be playing NASCAR 21 Ignition, trying to win a championship there of our own as well. So this is where we end off. So salute to NASCAR 21 or NASCAR Heat 5. We'll be bringing on NASCAR 21 Ignition here in a couple weeks. Thanks for watching on the channel once again. Like, share, and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. And I will see you guys next time. Have a good rest of your Thursday night.